How's it going, YouTube? Gemini just 5280 here with Great Lakes Intercontinental Airport update number 11. I'm happy to unveil this update with 2 new models as well as 1 new subscriber route. Actually, sorry, 2 new subscriber routes. There are a couple layout changes too. These are the final ones for Great Lakes. Most the biggest ones being the switch of the B concourse with the D concourse. This area here is now the B concourse. It's previously over here and served American Airlines. So now the regional jets are over here and there are narrow bodies here. Then we'll also get to the C concourse changes. You're probably wondering where American Airlines went and why all the communistas are now on B instead of T. So we'll get to that all in a little while. So we're going to start out here on the new B concourse location with our 2 common use gates with the United Express, SkyWest United Express Sierra J700 boarding for Columbus, Ohio. That was a great start. Then we have a American MD-80 getting towed in from the stands, and it'll do Kansas City. The last common use, we have a Southwest 737-700 passengers deplaning from Kansas City. For that, we have our Southwest 737-800, Alaska 737-800, Salmon 37 bags and servicing for Portland. And then Frontier 321 out of the Owl. At the Spirit Airlines gate, it is servicing in from Orlando, we'll head out to Denver. Then we have our other Frontier 321, Courtney the Cougar, boarding and catering for Denver, and it came from Orlando. Last gate is the Allegiant gate, final boarding call on the Allegiant MD-80 to Orlando Sanford. On the runways, over on the main side, we have our UPS MD-11 just in from Louisville. Just taxiing onto the runway, just got his clearance for takeoff. I've brought the United 787 back on its seasonal service. So here we have a United 787-8 Dreamliner taxiing onto the runway for a flight to Tokyo Narita. Behind that, we have a United 737-800 with split scimitar winglets, number 2 for departure to San Diego. So that's a ExpressJet DBA Delta Connection Sierra J700, just beginning its taxi out to Richmond, Virginia. Behind that's a Delta 767-400 BCRF colors taxiing out to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Then we have over here an ExpressJet DBA United Express E145 pulling in from Northwest Arkansas or Gemini 140's airport. After that we have an American 737-800 taxiing out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. And just landed is a Republic DBA American Eagle E175 taxiing in from Skyline International or EasyJets are the best 313's airport. Move over to our D concourse, which is our regional concourse. We're starting off with a Mesa DB United Express Sierra J700 boarding for Grammar, Minnesota or Amtrak Spotter HD's airport. We have the Gator United E145s pulling into. Then a Envoy DBA American Eagle E145 passengers deplaning from Albany, New York. And then empty gate, and then a PSA DBA American Eagle Sierra J700 servicing in from St. Louis. We'll head out to Madison, Wisconsin. Over here, we have our Shuttle America Delta connection, E175, final boarding or final preparations for flight to Boise, Idaho. And then here we have our Endeavor Air DBA Delta connection, Sierra J200 boarding for White Plains, New York, Westchester County. And then we're going to move back. And before we start over here, just kidding, we're going to start over on the A concourse. At A16, we have our United 737-800 Star Alliance colors catering in, getting passengers deplaned from Atlanta, Georgia. And that's a Delta 767-400, United 767-400 boarding for Amsterdam Schiphol. And then behind that is United A319 servicing in from New Orleans, head out to Oklahoma City. On the taxi out, we have a Volaris A320 taxiing out to Mexico City. Then the gate that our 738 went out of. And then here we have our United 757-300 servicing in from Keflavik, Iceland, and we'll head out to LAX. Then we have our empty United gate where the 787 was. And then Lufthansa A330-300 boarding for Munich. Oops. And then over here we have our Virgin America A320 with sharklets Nope, sorry, this is not. Sorry, I'm in the wrong place. This one does not have sharklets, but is taxiing out to LAX. Back here we have our Lufthansa 747-400, passengers deplaning from Frankfurt, Germany. And then our British Airways 747-400, servicing for a London Heathrow return. Taxiing out over here by the T Concourse, we have our Delta MD-90 headed to Jacksonville, Florida. Now we're over on the T Concourse where I have made some modifications. T126 or T1-5 are JetBlue, T7 and 8 are Virgin America, and T6 is shared, mainly used by JetBlue. So this is recently all the common use gates. So I moved JetBlue from the C Concourse. Then there was a little bit of shifting for Southwest, and American took a majority of the gates on the C Concourse, including some that were occupied by Southwest, which is why Southwest has an aircraft on the common use B Concourse now. That was just a temporary thing, but that's why there was a flight over there. And we're going to start off over here on the Virgin America side, with a Virgin America A320 with sharklets, which is boarding for San Francisco, empty Virgin America gate, and then a JetBlue A320 Tartan Tail, boarding for Columbia, Cascade, or Fly Gemini Jets' airport. Here we have a JetBlue A321 pulling in from Long Beach. We'll walk around the airport to finish off the rest of the update. This is kind of the small little part where I have to go in a very small gap to get over there. I gotta get through here. And then here we have our JetBlue A320 barcode tail with sharklets. And this aircraft is getting catered and servicing for a flight to Jose Silva Figueroa International or Gemini Jets 1986's airport. Here we have a JetBlue A320 Blue Manatee tail pushing back for Denver. Then here we have a JetBlue A320 Blueberry tail boarding for New York JFK. And here pulling in we have a JetBlue A320 sharklets in the barcode tail pulling in from Orlando. Empty international common use gate here where Volaris was. And then our Etihad 777-300ER, this is a new model and a new airline for me. Getting cargo and pre-boarding for Abu Dhabi. Here's the cargo. Oh, and I was gonna put this guy on the stairs on here too. Little short, but whatever. Pushing back out of A7 with Delta 767-300, which is pushing back for Zurich, Switzerland. Move over to the C Concourse here. Now this is American and Southwest only. I really like this new layout. It gives American real gates now instead of the air stairs. Not that those aren't real, but just feel like it's more realistic for such a big airline here. So we're going to start off over here with our wide body. One of our two wide bodies. We have our 777-300ER, American Airlines, which is fueling and servicing for Seoul, South Korea. Here we have an American MD-80 pushing back for Charleston. Next up we have an American A321 boarding for Portland. Then a Southwest 737-800 split scimitar winglets passengers are deplaning from Las Vegas, Nevada. After that we have a Southwest 737-700 new colors pulling in from LAX or Aviation 527's airport. Then a Southwest 737-300 final boarding call for Chesapeake Bay International or the Jet Ages Airport. This is a new route. I actually remember there are actually two new routes in here. This is one of the two. Then we have an empty Southwest gate, and then a Southwest 737-800 pre-boarding process for Fort Lauderdale. Then we have a Southwest 737-700 passengers deplaning from Central Texas International or Gemini Jets 1975. I don't know why I can't talk today. It's been all day. I've been mixing up words and usually not a problem, so I don't know what it is. I'm gonna shut up. And then before I announce the route on this model, I have some very sad news. The real Lone Star one, the 737-300 November 352 Sierra Whiskey was the oldest factory delivered 737-300 to Southwest Airlines, and unfortunately it was retired a couple of days ago. As of May 18th, it has been retired for a couple of days. I think it was the 15th or 16th that it was flew its final flight from Houston Hobby to Dallas Love. Really sad. Luckily, my friend was able to spot it in Denver on one of its last flights. So I'm going to be sure to get those pictures from him. Those will be uploaded to den_spotters, which is our spotting account. Now I'm going to shut up, but I will keep this in the update for a long time, probably until the 733s are gone or until I sell this model, because the news is that it will be repainted on a 737-700 big surprise in June or July, I think. So we gotta live without a Lone Star one until then, but that's okay, like in real life. Now we got this one 733 is taxiing out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. After that, we're moving over to the stands with an American A319, new series colors. We'll do Charlotte Douglas in 3 hours. Empty American Heights stand. Then our Delta 717. I will do RSW, Southwest Florida or Fort Myers, or RSW Travelers Airport in about 5 hours. Then a United 737-800 came in from Denver and will head up to Washington Dulles. Then a United A320 towing will best get towed over to a Concourse for a flight to Tampa. And then sorry if you're my dog's barking. Then we have our Air Canada Rouge A319 head to Vancouver in about 2 hours. Moving over to the American side, we have an American 737-800 pulling in from Boston Logan. Then another new model, American 767-300 with winglets servicing in from London Heathrow, and we'll head out to Rio de Janeiro. Empty American gate, we got a American A320 in these series colors, which is, I totally lost my place, which we'll be getting to in just a minute. Sorry, I thought that was on this one. It's on the taxiway. Then we have the American 757-200, which is getting passengers off from Miami. Empty American gate, and then that is our 777. So we're going to move over to our taxiway right now. Let me get a better location. Here we have a Virgin America A320 taxiing in from Dallas Love. Over here we have a Delta A320 boarding for Salt Lake City, boarding Sky Priority. Then empty Delta gate here. Then our Delta 737-900 ERs, CE Woman badge, which is getting passengers off from San Diego. And then a Delta 737-800 servicing in from West Bahama International or Delta MGD-8 Fans Airport. And we'll head out to San Francisco or Gemini 1272. Taxiing in here is the aircraft. I want to get a better view. Then we have American A320 U.S. Airways colors pulling in from Philadelphia. And 3 more gates. We have empty Delta gate where the 764 was. Then a Delta 737-700 boarding for Eagle County or Vail Eagle Airport here in Colorado. And then a Delta 757-200 servicing for Fort Lauderdale. We're gonna leave the camera right here while I go through some quick announcements. Be sure to check out my new releases video. The May releases, that video includes Gemini edits with the new pictures that were released today on the 18th, as well as some Aero Classics releases. The narrow body 1400s, or the 1400s. So yeah, this is getting to be a long update. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, really appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe like you saw. And I will be sure to see you in the next update. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later.